Hi, I'm Alana and welcome back to YogaYin. Thanks for tuning in. Namaste. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been sending in their requests and thanking me for the videos and telling me how much they've helped. It means a great deal and I really love doing it. I've had a request from a young guy who's a saxophone player. He's suffering from a lot of RSI, repetitive strain injury, in the wrist from playing his sax, and so I thought I'd put together a couple of yoga poses for you today that you can practice that's going to help you just release your wrist. I also have a pregnant student who's suffering from carpal tunnel, so if you're suffering from carpal tunnel, these poses are appropriate for you as well. Take it really easy. If you have got a lot of pain in your wrist, I just want you to do nice gentle movements, and then you can work up towards the more strenuous wrist movements. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps, and I keep those requests coming. Namaste. So I want you to come into Tadasana on your mat. And the way you're going to do that is just place your feet hip distance apart. Make sure they're underneath your hips. And then ground down through your feet and soften your knees. And then draw up through the belly, through the sides of the body. Roll the shoulders back and down. And drop the chin so the neck is nice and long. And the reason why I'm including Tadasana today is that it's really important that you've got a good posture if you're working with RSI or carpal tunnel. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like from the side. Drawing up through the body, rolling the shoulders back and down. The neck is nice and long. The chin is down and your eyes are looking straight ahead. And just breathing here. Beautiful. Now just bring your awareness to the wrists. I want you to just gently roll them. Warming them up first of all before we do anything. Reversing those circles, flexing them, dropping them down. And obviously if they're really painful, take it really easy. And then just scrunching up the fingers and then gently giving them a bit of a shake. And the first pose I'm going to show you with the hands is reverse prayer. I'm going to show you that one up close. So bring the hands behind the back and bring the palms together. If you can practice that comfortably, hold it here, bring your shoulders back and your elbows toward each other and really press in with the palms. If you can't, just bring it to here and practice from here. But if you can bring it all the way, we're going to hold it for 5 deep breaths. And then we're going to release. Roll the wrists again. You may find that they feel quite tight. First in one direction and then in the other direction. So you're always keeping the energy moving in the wrist. Now the second one I'm going to show you is Gomukhasana or cow facing pose. And what I want you to do is just raise your right arm in the air, tuck it behind your spine just as far as you can. Take hold of the elbow and then just stretch out the shoulders. And then when you're ready, you're going to take that left arm, tuck it up behind your spine, grab hold and come into cow pose. Come into cow facing pose and hold that again for 5 deep breaths. And then release. Shake out the hands. And then when you're ready, come to the other side. Raise the left arm. Bring it down. Now make sure with this pose that your head is not folding forward. You want to keep it nice and open. And then when you're ready, tuck the right hand up the spine, take hold. And I'm just going to show you that from the side. Holding it here for 5 deep breaths, and notice that the neck is completely free. Now, if you can't take hold of your fingers, I want you to just take hold of your clothing where you can, and reaching the hand down the back. And then when you're ready to release it, shake it out. Always keep the energy in the wrist flowing. Now, the third pose I'm going to show you is Garudasana, or eagle pose. And what I want you to do is just bend up your elbows, like so. And then you're going to cross your right arm over your left, and then bring the palms together. Now, if that's not possible for you, if your shoulders are too tight, just bring them to where you can. Holding it here again for 5 deep breaths. And if you like, what you can do is inhale to raise and exhale to lower. And this is working not only with the wrist, but again with the shoulders. And then when you're ready, reverse it, roll your shoulders back and down, bend your elbows yet again, this time crossing your left over your right. Coming to wherever you're comfortable, and then just working with the shoulders and the wrists. And then just shake it out. Now, the main poses that are contraindicated when you've got RSI or carpal tunnel are things like downward dog. So I'm going to show you an alternative to practicing downward dog right now. So I want you now to come into downward dog from a kneeling pose. Stretch your arms forward. Place your hands nice and wide. And instead of coming into a dog, this time we're going to drop our elbows on the mat. Bring your weight forward, curl your toes under, and come up, not into downward dog, but into dolphin pose. So this is a really nice way to start your stretches. You can walk through your feet, releasing the heels, but you're still getting the benefits of the inversion and the hormonal balancing of downward dog. The other way you can practice downward dog is to curl your fingers into fists and come up onto the knuckles. So the wrists are nice and strong and they're not taking the bulk of the weight. And then just come back to downward dog. And again, you can walk through the feet if you wish to. Or just hold it here. So those are a couple of alternate ways of practicing downward dog. The last one I'm going to show you is lion's pose. Now this comes with a breath, which is quite embarrassing, but we're not going to practice that today. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn our fingertips in towards our body. So we're really stretching out the wrist. Now this is particularly good if you have RSI from repeatedly using the computer. So I'll just show you that from the side. Turning the fingertips in, putting down pressure, and put down the pressure gradually. Use your breath. And again, hold it here for 5 deep breaths. And when you're ready, just release it. Roll your wrists. And when you first start practicing, rolling the wrists may be all that you can do, because it's too painful to do any of the other exercises. So build up gradually and give them a bit of a shake. So I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoy it. Namaste.